Hello everyone, I hope you all are well and making progress in life. Here is Priyanshu and welcome to the Infinity Mind. So today I will be solving the problem reverse nodes in K group. So the problem says that given the head of a linked list, reverse the nodes of the list K at a time and return the modified list. So K is a positive integer and is less than or equal to the length of the linked list. If the number of nodes is not a multiple of K, then left out nodes in the end should remain as it is. Alright. You may not alter the values in the list nodes. Only nodes themselves may be changed. Alright. So what we have to do, we are just given the head of a linked list and a integer k, an integer k. Alright. So we just have to reverse the linked list as in the size of in the group of k. All right, if I explain you, so in this case k is 2, so we just have to reverse the uh, two nodes. We have to return reverse exactly k nodes in the group of k. So first we will reverse these first k nodes, then next k nodes, and whenever we see that at last we can see there is only one node left and we cannot find a group of k, so we will not reverse it and we will just return it directly. All right, so this case when the case 2 we will just reverse this, so we can see that after reversing this will become 2 1 and this 3 4 will become 4 3 and this remaining will be remaining because this is less than k. It should be greater than, it should be exactly equal to k. All right, we have to take a group of k. Similarly, in the next example we can see that k is given 3 and now we have to reverse in this group of 3. So first of all we will reverse the first 3. This will be 3 to 1. Next we will see the group, we can see that exactly k size group we cannot found. K is 3 and we have found only just, we are just left with 2 nodes, so we will not reverse it, we will just directly return. So how we can do this? So if I explain you through an example, let's say we are given this example, this is a linked list we are given, and let's say k is equals to 3 given. So we have to, what will be our answer? We have to reverse in the group of k first 3, then next 3, then next 3 we have to return, and we have to leave it as it is. Now how we can do this? We should do exactly what the question is saying, reverse nodes in k group. So what we can do, let's say we are here, let's say we use a temporary variable and our temporary is at the starting, let's say t, and we find the kth node. We find a kth node. What is the third node from the starting? That is temporary. Temporary is at the head in the starting. Now the kth node we all know, that is third node from here. 1 2 3, third node is here. All right, we find the kth node. Now what we can do, what we have to do, we have to reverse it. We have to reverse this from t to k, we have to reverse it. So what we can do, we can just call a reverse function to reverse this. So but reverse function takes a list, a singly linked list, but here this has a connection. So how we can send a individual linked list to reverse function? So what we can do, we can just cut out this link, but before cutting this link we should keep track of the next. So we can just say that let's say this is the next node, this is the next of kth node. So let's say we, for keeping track of the rest of the linked list, we said this is nth, this is next node. Now we will break the link, we will say that kth next will be breaked. Now we will just we are just left with this individual linked list, that is 1 2 3, and we will just go and say that reverse function and say that go and reverse my linked list we will call a reverse function, and now this will be reversed. Alright, this will be reversed. This will be looking like this. Now what? Now what? We have to return the head of the new linked list. Alright, we have to return the head. Now we can see that our head is not changed from 1 to 3. So what we can do here in this case, we all know after reversing this, our temporary this was our temporary and this was our kth node. So we can just check that after reversing it, if our temporary is the head, we can just say that our new head is our kth node. So we can just say that this is our new head. All right, this problem is solved. I mean the problem of just changing of new head. So now we can say that this is our new head now. Now what? Now what? Now I have to move for solving further. I will do this for the entire k groups. So now what? I have to move temporary now. I will do the same for the new things. So now I will send this temporary. Now my temporary will be here at the next node. My temporary will be now at the next node. But before moving to the next node, we all know that we have to link this also to the next node. But do we have to link this 1 to 4? No, because we all know after reversing this, this will become 6, 5 and 4. So we all know that this 1 has to be linked with this 6. So but right now this our next is 4, so we cannot link. So what we can do, we can just keep track of we can just use a previous node pointer, and we can say that our previous node pointer in the starting it was null. We can say that in the starting it was null, and now our previous pointer is now our temporary here. All right, so when in the next, when we will reverse this k group, this group, then we will link it. So now I have assigned my previous to my temporary, and now I can safely say my temporary is moved to my new next node. All right, now I should remove this. Our head is this now, and now again I will find our kth node. What is our kth node? I can use a simple function to just tell me my kth node. So my kth node will be now this 6. Now again I will just break the link, and before breaking the link I will say my new next node is now next of the kth node. All right, so now I will break this link, and this will be my individual linked list. This will be my individual linked list, and I will say reverse function, go reverse my individual linked list, and this will give this. All right, now we all know temporary will be here, and this was our kth node. Okay, now I will check that my previous pointer exists. Yes, my previous pointer exists. Now I will point my previous pointer to my kth node, so now this will be pointing to the kth node, and this is done now. Now again my previous pointer, again will be my new, this temporary, and now my temporary will again jump to this next node, and again we will do the same. All right, I will find now kth node in this group. My new kth node will be this, and again I will just I will say that this is my next node, and I will just break this, and I will call my reverse function, and I will say go and reverse this. This will reverse my entire individual linked list. This will give 987, and now I will just check that is there exist any previous pointer. Yes, now I will, this was of my k, now this was my temporary. I will just say that to link my previous pointer to the kth node. So this will link. All right. Now what I will do that now I will just move again my temporary to the nth node. So my again temporary will go to nth node. So I will remove this k, this t, this temporary, and my new k will be formed. And yes, my previous pointer will be now updated to this, and now my temporary will be moved to the next. So temporary is here now. So now I can see, now I will go and find same thing. I will find my group, that is my new kth node. Now I can see that this is null pointer. So in the case when k is my null pointer, I will check what I have to check. uh, what should I do in this case? We all know that we should directly link this with 10. So that's why I will just check that if my previous pointer exists. Yes, it exists. So I will mark my previous pointer to my temporary. All right, I will mark my previous pointer to my temporary and I will break from there. No need to go further. So I will break there, and if my previous pointer doesn't exist, so there is no problem, because if there, that's another case. Previous pointer will not exist. That means it was a very short linked list and it was starting. But in this case we can see that previous pointer was existing, and this will be pointing to my new temporary. All right, and we will just break from here, and we can just we can just see that our linked list is now prepared. All right, 3 2 1 6 5 4 3. So this was not the example, but we can see that in the group of 3 we have successfully reversed our linked list. So this is only the logic, very simple logic, that whatever the problem is saying, we are doing the same. We are just we are using iterative method. We are just reversing the linked list in the group of k and then linking them. And yes, edge cases are there that we have to if we are if it is the first group, we have to just change our head, our new head. So that's why, that's the edge case. And we have to keep moving we have to keep doing this until our temporary is not null. Because if there is very short linked list, if there is just, let's say, if the head is null, because it is given that okay, one number of nodes can be one. All right, so if one node was there, so temporary will be here. All right, so if temporary was here, so what I said, I will find kth node. So let's say what was k, minimum k was 1. So if k was 1, the first node from here is this only. All right, so in this case also this will work. And now in the next case, when temporary will move ahead, then this will be null. So in that case I will break. So it is simple that we can just we are handling the edge case that when kth node is null, we can just check if previous pointer is existing. I will mark it to my temporary node, that is this 10, and I will just break the loop. All right, so I will go to implement this. So what I said, first of all, what I was doing, first of all, my temporary temporary was there. What was temporary? It was pointing to head right now. And what else was there? Temporary was there, and what I was using. So if I recall my logic, so first of all, yes, temporary was there and kth node were there. We have to find the kth node. So kth node right now, let's say this is null pointer, or we can just use a function also for calling calling our kth node. So let's just run this, and we will just declare variables uh, on our demand. All right, so I will run the loop while temporary is not null. I can write this way also. Now what I used to do first, I have to find the kth node. So I can just say that I can call a function to find kth node. I can just call the function to find the kth node from my current, that is temporary. Now this will find me kth node. I will write the function at last. Alright, now my kth node is found. So in the first case, kth node is found and it is here. Temporary was here. Now I will just store the next node. So, but before storing the next node, what if the kth node is uh, what if the kth node we have declared is found to be null pointer? If kth node is null pointer, so what we used to do, if there any previous was existing, if previous was existing, we used to mark that previous of next to the previous of next was marked to what? Previous of next was marked to temporary, and after that we used to break. All right, and initially I I should use previous also as null pointer. All right, because initially our previous was pointing to null pointer. So now our, let's say our we have found our kth node now. So I will declare my nth node also, nth next node also, next node. This will be nothing but next of the kth node. All right, next of the kth node. Now I will prepare my individual linked list for reversing, so that's why I will break this link. So now my next of the kth node, the next of the kth node will be my null pointer now. Now I will call a reverse function to, I will write the reverse function also. I will call this reverse function to just go and reverse my linked list, and this individual linked list temporary. Now after reversing has done, this will look like this. Now I will check if it is the first group. Now if it is the first group, I will just say that now change my new head. So how can I check is this the first group? I can just simply check if temporary is equals, if temporary is head, I can just say my new head is my kth node now, because it will be reversed now. All right, and in the other case, if it is was the another group, so I will just check if any previous was existing. So yes, obviously previous will be existing now because it is the second group or third group now. So I will just say that connect this previous next will be connected to the temporary, because previous will be now connected to temporary, not temporary, this will be connected to now kth node. This will be now connected to kth node. All right, now now what we have to do is just we, after it is done, let's say now what we have to do, this thing is done now. Now we all know we have to we declared temporary and previous. Now we have to move temporary and previous. So my new previous will be my temporary. My new previous will be my temporary. Temporary was where, and now my new previous will be my temporary, and my new temporary will be now my next node. And my new temporary will be my next node. And at last, what should I return? I should return head. Now I'm going to write the reverse and kth node functions. So first I will write the kth node function, find kth node. Alright, find kth node function, it was taking what? Two variables, let's say head and integer k. And what I have to do, I have to find the kth node. It's very easy. How can we find, if we are standing here, we have to find kth node. So let's say k is 3. So from here, the third node, we have to just jump 2 times. So I can just reduce k one time and just use a current. This will be pointing to head, and I will just say that while current is not a null pointer and k is greater than 0, so I will keep moving the current, and I will keep reducing k, and whenever kth node is found, I will just return that kth node, that is my current. Alright, now if I write the reverse function, we all know what's the reverse function. If you don't know, you can just go and watch the lecture. Alright, so if I write the reverse function, it was returning nothing, so it was just taking a head. Now reverse function is there. What we used to do, we all know about how to implement reverse function, so I'm just not explaining it. Previous pointer is, let's say, null. Current pointer is just our head, and our next pointer, let's say null pointer, it is null pointer. I should add in next node. Now we have to reverse it. So while current is alive, what I will do, I will just find my next node. My next node will be next of the current, and what I have to do, my current will be now pointing to previous. So my currents next will be pointing to previous. Alright, and now I have to move my previous and current pointers, and at last we can see this will be reversed now. So if I run this and check if we are able to pass sample test cases, so yes, and if I submit this and check if we are able to pass all the test cases or not, so yes, we have solved this problem successfully. And if I tell you about the time and space complexity, so we can see that we are running a while loop, and in this while loop we are just iterating to all the nodes. All right, and inside that we have two functions also, to reverse and to find the kth node. This will take finding the kth node, this will take big O of k time complexity, and reversing this will also take big O of k time complexity, because we have used here iterative reverse. Now big O of k, big O of k, at max let's say big O of n, big O of n, and this while loop will just these things only. So we can say that our time complexity is big O of n. all right, where n is the where n is the size of the linked list. We can easily see that kth node is finding the kth node. This is taking big O of let's say k time, and at max k can be n. So let's say big O of k, and this if else case big O of 1, then this just linking them, reversing will take big O of k time, so nothing else. So we can say that the time complexity is just big O of n at max approximately, and space complexity, we are not taking any space, so space complexity is just big O of 1. So this was all about this problem. I hope you understood. Thanks for watching. Till then, keep learning and keep upgrading yourself. See you in the next video.